Hello everyone and welcome back to another Top Heroes video. Today we are going to continue our guide video series on traits. We've gone over League, Horde, and now we are going to be going over Nature. Let's go ahead and take a look at what heroes you should be trading as you're upgrading your Nature faction queue. Let's dive right into it. So with our Nature faction, we have 4 mythic heroes, and then you'll have 2 legendary heroes that are going to be in your queue, most likely as you are progressing to the end game. When we're looking at who we should be trading up, we are going to be looking primarily at Tidecaller, as she's the best hero in the game, and she's going to carry your team. Tidecaller is going to provide us with those 3 normal attribute increases of attack, hero, HP, and then we are going to be moving into the third trait, which is going to be damage reduction. You're going to want to try and max Tidecaller first as you progress to increase the power and effectiveness of your nature queue. After Tidecaller, you're going to want to focus on Neza. This is going to give you a hero HP increase. That is not going to be super crazy good for the third trait, but it is going to be important to increase this hero's attributes of attack and HP to further your productivity with nature. Next up in our order of trading, we are going to want to increase Palatalis. Right now in a lot of servers, there's a big debate on if Palatalis is actually able to replace Sage, and what we're seeing is that a lot of the inability of Palatalis to perform comes from her dying off far too quickly. The burst from the League faction and Horde factions are bursting her down on the back line faster than she can release some of her abilities. In order to counter that, you're going to want to make sure that you get her traits up, and then that third trait for her is going to provide that crit resistance, which helps quite a bit against Horde as well. So make sure that she is your third hero to level up. I would then focus on Monk. Monk is also going to be providing some crit resistance with that third trait, and then providing a bit more tankiness as you're increasing the HP and increasing the trait levels of the hero. Following that, we have our 2 legendary heroes. We're going with Pixie and Forest Maiden. You're going to want to keep Forest Maiden no matter what people tell you. I see people talking about taking her out and replacing her with Palatalis instead of Sage, but Forest Maiden synergizes so well with Tidecaller that it allows her to be the biggest tank on your team because of the heals that she's getting. So make sure that you keep Forest Maiden, and you're going to be also keeping Pixie for that DPS. To increase the attack percent, I would go with trading Pixie next. Pixie is going to be providing an amplified damage of skills for her skill abilities to increase damage and DPS. So you're going to want that as you are leveling up your traits. Then we'll move on to Forest Maiden. Forest Maiden is going to provide a amplified damage of skills as well, and her skills are going to be giving those summons increased damage. Besides these heroes, we then would go on with Sage. Sage is going to provide us with the ability to get increased skill damage reduction. For the unique heroes in the Nature faction, you really are only going to have 2. The first is going to be Tree Guard. Tree Guard is going to provide the ability to have all queues increase their timber gathering speed. Then you also have Watcher. Watcher is going to actually allow you to increase your soldier capacity for each faction. So that one's kind of good. It's the only good thing about Watcher. This is not a good hero for anything else besides that. So if you are end game and have extra shards to start throwing into trading up these secondary heroes, then that would be an option that I would go with. So I would do Watcher first and then go with Tree Guard's timber gathering increase. For the epic heroes, we have 2. It's going to be Priestess and it's going to be Dancer. Both of these have the same trait, which is going to just be the increased healing. So fast healing speed increases This is going to increase the healing capabilities of your hospital. As you get shards for these, make sure you're going in and increasing those trait levels. I wouldn't put a big priority on these because you have so many speed ups for your hospital. So those shards are extra shards that I would actually be converting in the shop under trade store and converting them into the better legendary shards that you can get from this trade store. That's going to be it for today's video on nature traits and which ones you should focus on. This will give you a big boost, so make sure that once you do max out your first Q, if it's nature, you do focus on trading out those heroes before going and working on other Qs. This is a debatable topic, however, it is important to make sure that you are leveling up your main Q still once you max star those heroes. Hopefully this video is helpful. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Members do get videos first, so make sure that you are becoming a member if you want to get early access to all of these videos. I will see you all in the next one.